Hey everyone, how's it going? Shuffle's back here with another video, and today we are going to talk about Hex. So, Hex has been long awaited. I know everybody's super hyped to get a copy of him. If you haven't, I don't know again which order I'm putting these videos out in, but if you haven't already seen the Lasir video, make sure you check that out because both of these units are coming out this weekend. Personally, as much as I really want Hex, he would solve some problems for me as I do really need a single target magic damage dealer. Um, so he is on the top of my wish list. But that being said, I really, really, really want a Lasir. Lasir might even be more important toward my progression because it is going to allow me to get into GR1 20 and 21. So make sure you watch that video. But today's video is going to be focused on Hex. So let's take a look at what he does. We will also take a look at his awakenings, whether he's going to be good for you, and probably how you would gear him as well and where you would use him. So first up, we got his talent. Gains 1 card of fate with each attack. When having 4 cards, the hero has a chance to randomly acquire 1 card of the following. Temperance, Death, and Strength deals extra damage to airborne units. Temperance, if he gets the card Temperance, it throws 3 cards, each dealing 100%, 40% damage while inflicting 75% slow for 5 seconds. If the card he gets is Death, he deals 500% damage one time and inflicts burn for 5 seconds. And if he gets Strength, he increases attack by 30% and attack speed by 70 for 25 seconds. So, nice talent there. It's just basically always to boost damage. It is a little RNG, so not the most reliable if you need a specific one of them, but it's still going to hit really hard and give you a lot of bonus damage. Moving on to his basic attack, deals 100% magic damage to one enemy, prioritizing airborne units. Magic damage here can be really good. There's a lot of piercers that deal piercing damage, so having one that deals magic damage would be super helpful, especially now that we all have Lunaria on global server. He is a piercer, so he's a piercer and he's in Inferno. So we're going to talk about that, but keep that in mind. If we take a look at his details really quick, he gets the full piercer range. So even though he's dealing magic damage, he isn't like most people that deal magic damage are mages, right? So you get the range that looks like this for the mages. But because he's a piercer and he deals magic damage, it's going to bring you something a little bit unique in that he's going to be hitting those corner tiles as well. Also, while we're here, you can see his base stats if you want it. And he's got a nice attack interval of 2.0. Moving on to his ultimate. When triggered, increases damage by 100%, attack speed by 100, reduces attack interval by 50%, and replaces all cards with the Joker. And this effect lasts for 30 seconds. So before we take a look at what the Joker does, the cost of the skill is 1,000 and reduces to 900, so not a crazy number. The nice thing is that he does start with 700 rage. So once skilled up, you're going to be almost able to insta-trigger that, which is quite nice. Also, it is 30 seconds long, which I mentioned. And now taking a look at the Joker, deals 400% damage 3 times and inflicts burn for 5 seconds. So you're getting 1,200% damage, plus you're getting burn. This is going to be a lot of damage. This is a huge, huge, huge amount of damage. It's yeah. And keep in mind, this is per card. So if you have multiple cards, this is going to be a stack on top of each other, and it's gonna go crazy. Moving on, his first passive, they're both passives, right? Yeah. First passive, each attack launched has 15% chance to inflict stun on the target for 2 seconds. Damage to target under control effects such as stun, freeze, and immobilize is increased by 45%. So very nice. It is single target, but if he stuns the target, obviously that target's not going to be hitting you, and then he's going to get boosted damage, which means he's probably going to kill it on top of that because he hits very, very hard. So just adding a little bit of crowd control on top of the fact that he's already going to be hitting really hard is quite nice. In terms of clan boss, obviously the stun won't work, so you won't get this passive effect, but for most content you will. And then his second passive, when triggered by receiving damage, resists incoming damage and gains invisibility for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 50 seconds. So, for example, if something's coming in at you, the first time they hit you, he's like, boom, damage resisted, goes invisible, can't be hit anymore. He gets 3 seconds of invisibility, which will be more than enough time for him to hit them back, probably stun them, and kill them. And then even if there's a couple of enemies, he's at least got 3 seconds that he can stay invisible and hopefully save himself. But this can come in super clutch, and I think this is going to be underrated. Also, the cooldown does get reduced by quite a bit here, going from 50 seconds down to 40 seconds. And finally, the last thing before we move on to what all the double faction means is his cost is going down. His cost isn't going down. Sorry, his cost is only 12. So, like a typical piercer, he's got a very low cost. So, all in all, super exciting hero to be getting. Great single target damage dealer. He's got a lot of places where he's going to be really good in the game. I think he's going to be great for GR3. I think he's going to be great for Void Rift. He's going to be great for Chapter 9 if you haven't already finished Chapter 9. This is all like really late game content. And then on top of it, he's going to be great for Clan Boss. If we take a look at the reviews, Faction Trial, Single Target Arena both make sense. Guild Boss as well. And then people even using him in Anti-Air Arena, which makes sense because he does prioritize air units. And then GR3 as well. So there you go. But yeah, fantastic unit. The last thing I want to touch on really quick is the double faction here. So obviously that's going to be great for Faction Wars because he has 2 factions he can help in. But where else is this good? This means that, one, you can use a Piercer Lord. So you could run Lunaria or Araka if you have her. And you're going to be able to get huge damage bonuses because he's also going to be getting increased range as well. Imagine all that damage with the extra range. I mean, nothing is going to touch him. Combined with his invincibility and invisibility passive, I mean, he's going to live forever and he's just going to murder everything. But then on top of that, for Infernal Faction, if you pair him with Pyros or with Twin Fiend, he can kind of pair with their ults on Clan Boss and do an insane amount of damage. If you know how their ults work, we're not going to go over it in this video, but if you have either of them for Clan Boss and pair them with like Zillitu and Hex or Zillitu and Cetrum or whoever from the Infernal faction you have, their damage can go through the roof in Clan Boss, and it makes Infernal teams, he's kind of the last piece that you would want for Infernal teams if you are doing that for Clan Boss. So keep that in mind as well. He's definitely one of my most wanted units, so I'm definitely going to be summoning this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, that's going to be it for Hex, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you would like me to cover anything else down below in the comment section. And otherwise, have a great day, and good luck on your summons on the weekend. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.